Hello, everybody. I am the Shadow Trader. This is Shadow Analysis, and today we're going to do something a little different. Today we're going to do an end of day market review analysis. Technically the market's not closed, but it is the end of the day. It's 3 p.m. It's power hour, and I feel comfortable looking at the market now, especially while it's still open. So let's get to it. The first stock we're going to look at today is NBIS, ticker symbol NBIS, Nebius. All right. So, um, yeah, so I've already come to the conclusion that we were going to fall from here. And the reason why is because we only touched support once and then it looks weak. It also looks like you formed a bull trap here. You got rejected um, you actually got rejected 4 times, which is usually if it doesn't break at number 4 and there's not a lot of strength going into it, then it's just weakness. Don't confuse strength for weakness, guys. All right, so this is probably going to head down. All right, the indicators are. Well, first of all, the price action. I see something on the price action that actually interests me, and there's a few reasons why we're going to come down to this price, right? But if you notice on the price action, and I could be overlooking things here as one would, looking at patterns. This, I believe, is going to come back down here, and then we're going to come here, do this little much bigger, probably something like this, and then go. Or well, because this is the yearly, it's not going to be so linear like that, right? It would be more like here for the double bottom, come up here, test, break, and then go. That's pretty much what I see happening there. So I also noticed it here. Okay, right? And we don't know that for sure yet, but considering that you're above the zero line, you're still in red, there's no green whatsoever. uh I'm pretty sure that it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that we're bearish. Here, just stupid weakness. This isn't strength. This is weakness here. This little zigzag here. That's weakness. That's buy, sells, buy, sell. That's weakness. That's not strength. So don't buy into the weakness. Um, Now, with that said, there's other things we can look at to try to figure it out. CBD, uh, green today, but also not a whole lot of strength. And this right here will show you the strength, right? There's literally no strength here. You saw what happened here. Green, red, because there was no strength. Strength, continuation, and then weakness. So yeah, definitely getting trapped here. The Bulls are sure. But it's okay because it's not over. We're going to keep within this range here, and my assumption here is a double bottom and then it's gonna go. It is definitely going to go, and it's probably going to go before September because they released the earnings date this morning, which because TradingView had told me, actually, yeah, right here, boom, right here, the 28th. They lied to me, and I feel disrespected, but it's okay. I was actually happy about that because I knew this was going down, and that doesn't seem like an earnings type of move for this company, right? So, and the reason why I say that is because I think they're going to beat negative 45 cents a share. Guys, that's ridiculous. I mean, not that ridiculous because they did have like 80 last time, but like I don't think they're gonna. I think they're gonna beat it. I don't know. I think they're gonna beat it. I think this thing's gonna go. Something's gonna happen because this thing's gonna rip, and when it starts ripping, who knows? Who knows when it's going to stop? I have price targets upwards of the high 90s to even the low 100s, between 100 and 110 possibly. And it could even stretch a couple dollars higher than that before the sellers take over. So I'm just saying something's going down. If it's not earnings, that's going to be the biggest news. Something's coming. And like I said, I don't know a whole lot about these companies, so I don't know what this company has coming. Just based on historical data and the hype within the company, I feel like they can definitely beat their projected earnings. So yeah. So this is what I think is gonna happen, guys. All right. That is NBIS. Now let's take a look at something different. Let's take a look at SNYR. Okay. So it's selling into weakness. Whoops, my bad. It's selling into weakness here. It is pretty much done as I said, but very bullish top here. We didn't quite get to the previous quarter high. That makes me still feel like we can go up one more time and hit it before we go down. If you were trying to short this, which I don't think there's any options on it, so you'd have to short the shares, which is pretty damn dangerous. But if you were trying to short this, you would not buy here. This is not the place. I don't care how red it looks. This is not the place to buy. But what it does look like is that it is going to hit it, and it's probably because it's building a bull trap here, and so it's probably just going to do something like that, you know? And it's going to be kind of slow going. It's probably going to come back up here, retest, and then come back down, which I'm completely okay with because I don't have much of a position as much as I had before. I got out here at the VWAP, I believe, and then it just kept ripping, which is fine. I got into another play, made some great money, got back into here, so now I'm making a little bit more, but I definitely don't mind buying back here, or even as far as down here, but I don't really see it going that low. I see 250 probably being the lowest it goes here, and that's just from because that 250 is the what you call it, the neckline. This is the neckline here, so I feel like we're gonna hold this and keep going. All right, so if you're gonna buy, if you haven't bought in yet, 250 is probably where you want to be. Um, if you already have it, then you might want to take a small profit right off the top, and then use that money to buy more here at 250 and increase your share load. If you buy down here, it is going to increase your average, but that's okay. You're still going to make more money either way, right? That's the name of the game. And this is kind of what you want to do, like if you're an investor or if you're just a trader. This is what you want to do is you want to be able to know or kind of figure out where the top could be because you don't want to we don't want to say we know because we really don't know anything, but we can project this is where the top will be. And if it actually happens, all right, you can take a little bit off the top here once this breaks, and then buy more where you see support. Whether it be here, you can buy some here, can add some more here if it drops, and you just get ready for it to rip, right? Okay, so we don't have much to say there, right? That's pretty much what's gonna happen, right? But we will leave it there. Next, let's take a look at NVVE, shall we? Not an NVVE. This definitely is not that. All right. Okay. So this one's interesting to me because it does look like we're going to continue down here. We can go further down to about here. This is the lowest it's ever been. Doesn't mean it will go down there. All that means is that it can go down that low, right? So we possibly got some room to fall here, and it just tends to fall pretty hard. So it's not like it goes slow as it's falling. This thing falls pretty hard. So I'd say one more big push down, and that's probably it. And again, I don't know what price that will be. Will it fall down here to the trend line? Maybe. You could see it at 22 cents. It's a possibility. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. If you're holding up here, like I am, sure. But like, I'm buying a bunch at 22 cents. You got me? I didn't buy much here. I'm okay with losing my 150 or $200 or whatever it was that I've been putting in over time on the way down, right? I'll buy, I'll double that. I'll buy 500 more down here for 22 cents a pop. You know what I mean? I'll triple it. It's cheap. I mean $500 more, not 500 more, because I'm obviously you can get a more than 500 with that. So next, I think it does that. I don't know if it goes that low, but it's definitely going to come down. We can actually here you can see the gap here, guys. There's a trend line there. That's why it gapped down. So, but you've also got one here. So it breaks that. You've also got this one, right? Oh yeah, you got this down here, right there. You go as far as that actually. Yeah, seems about right. Yeah. So you could draw in that trend line there, and then hide it whenever you're not using it. But if it does fall down, turn this trend line on and test it. Test different trend lines so you can try to identify the bottom, right? And we would do that by seeing it start to form a reversal here on the trend line. You would also see your indicators start to turn around too. If your indicators don't look like they're bottomed out yet, then they're probably not bottomed out yet. Don't fall for it. You know what I mean? Even if it goes up, if it's not bottomed out yet, it's probably coming back down. Okay, unless you get a giant green bar here, yeah, it's probably still going down. So more downside there on the NVVE guys. It's Monday, early in the week, so we got to see what else is coming for it. Okay, so for PRSO, already pretty low. I don't know. Yeah, because it can still fall pretty hard. Guys, I think PRSO is coming down. I think it's coming down one more time, and I think you're gonna form like a pseudo double bottom here, right? We'll probably move sideways here and then go. Similar to over here, but probably not as long. Probably just come up here, test support for a day or two, and then go. Or move up slowly while volume increases or something like that. You know what I mean? But this is kind of what I see happening here for PRSO, only because it looks like it can continue down pretty hard. And so if we let's not take the word of two indicators for it, right? Oh, look right here. You've done broke bearish here. All right. And so, look, and even this confirms what I said. Bottom. Oops. What am I doing? I'm tripping. And then you're gonna get that double bottom here, and then you're gonna go. And probably, let's like over there, you're probably gonna move sideways here, something like that, and then move up while it builds volume or whatever. So yeah, a lot of bearish stuff right now. It is the time to hold, not buy. All right. It is a time to hold, not buy. Wolf. Oh my God. It's definitely going to come all the way back down here. I can see the gap, and for a while I was like, well, it's probably not going to cover that gap. It's probably just going to go. But then when you see kind of like what it's doing, right? Because I saw this as soon as I saw the chart load up. I immediately identified this inverted head and shoulders here, right? And so, uh, yeah, right. But it doesn't really seem like it would do that, right? Well, I don't know. Will it go as low though? It doesn't have to go as low. Now let's take and have it go lower on there. Obviously, that wasn't. It might just go here and cover the gap, guys. Here is a little more understandable. There's also a gap here. Even though it's covered here, price action does attract to previous gaps. So keep that in mind when you're looking left and you see gaps like that's a resistance or possibly a support there. So, um, what we're doing, we're looking at trying to find another indicator to try to figure out what this is doing here. And I think wow. Okay. I was wrong. You are definitely looking bullish on that. You are, but but if it's something like this here, if it turns around and does something like this, it can get stopped and then come down like it did here. You could just be going up for a double top here and coming back down. Wolf does like to take its time, so that's very possibly something that could happen. And here, you would probably do something like this, like rip up a little bit and then come back down. And then turn around like that. And then you would have your inverted head and shoulders pattern built out from bombastic blow up. I think, is that it, guys? Did we cover everything? I think we covered everything that I had already previously covered, with the exception of maybe one. So let's take a look at that. EPWK. It is looks like it's continuing to move up, guys. I did say it was. My bad. I did say it was bullish for the time being, and until it shows us otherwise, it will continue to move up, right? Um, again, a risky stock, but this thing could move pretty quick here. Um, what is? Let me look. Let me look up. What's the float on this thing actually? It's kind of important. And look, look. You made support here. I think this thing's about to blow, guys. I seriously think this thing is about to blow up. Holy cow! I if I have time, I don't think I will. I think this thing's probably gonna blow up earlier than than Wednesday. But if it doesn't blow up by Wednesday, I'm putting some money in here. Yep, I'm definitely doing that. This thing looks juicy, but I don't think I'll make it. So. But yeah, looking fantastic so far. Again, risky. Could go to $1.49 and get stopped there and then come right back down. So if it does break and then it comes and holds support, it's going higher, or it could just go parabolic and just go beyond because you never know. Because stocks are wonky and sometimes they do crazy shit like that. So guys, I think that's everything. If not, I'll be sure to cover it after, but I'm pretty sure I covered everything that we have already covered that I haven't gone over in a single video yet. Oh, AMC and GME, guys. Duh. Okay. Duh. All right. We're not done here yet, guys. Let's see what's going on here. Oops, what did I do? I messed that all up. Let's get you up. All right, my bad. Double click that. Okay. So, doing what I said it would do, it's continuing down. Uh, what you're probably going to end up doing here is when you finally come down, you're probably going to go like this, and it's going to make people think that it's going to blow up. And you never know, maybe it will, but you're probably going to see something like this. And then, whoops, forgot. My bad. Yep, and this right here kind of shows that we're probably right. And look at that. Lo and behold, you have formed a double bottom, and now you're gone. So, again, guys, so far the indicators are pointing towards that I'm right on every single one of these stocks. So, it's not difficult, guys. It's simple. Just got to be patient. You got to wait things out. You can't rush into things. There's no point rushing. If there's a stock and it's going off, fuck that stock. Go find yourself another one before it even goes. The moment you get in, if a stock has gone parabolic, it can just as easily take you out. So I've been in those situations. Unless you're getting in for a really fast trade, if your heart can't handle that kind of movement, go find yourself a stock early. Just patience pays. I promise you that. I think we've already solved this one. Let's move on to GME. I'm not gonna do like smaller time frames right now. I'm just basically going over what's happened so far, what it looks like, and what I think is going to continue to happen based on what happened today. So, what we're going to GME. All right, so GME. Oh man, this one. Oh God. So it is bearish. It's continuing down. I mean, it looks bullish, but you see, it got rejected here, obviously, and we haven't hit a bottom here, and it is in bearish territory. So GME is one I want to get into. But at the same time, one that I don't want to get into. I am curious enough to buy one option on it. Maybe one or maybe two. Same with AMC, one or two options, but just like I did last time. Nothing greedy. Just a year-long option or so, year and a half maybe. Uh, for what price target I think it's gonna hit at the earliest, right? And then just hold on to it. I mean, I did that with AMC, and I made two options. I made almost 10 grand. I made nine, but still, uh, very, very, very good um money if you can just wait. If you have patience. Patience pays. For months, my option was negative. It was way more negative than the money I had put in, my measly $175 or whatever it is that I had. And then the next thing I know, it's super green, and my heart's racing because I'm a rookie and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know when to sell. I'm just listening to these damn apes. You know what I mean? But nah, I've got my price targets, guys. This is continuing down. It looks like, again, just like AMC, it's the same situation. You got or not with AMC, but Wolf, you got the inverted head and shoulders here forming very bullish pattern here. All right. So, not to mention, it's an island reversal. Right. So, you're going to come down here, cover this gap, come back up, shoot up, cover this gap, possibly come back here, and then keep going if it remains bullish. I mean, the signs are there that it's going to go down, but the signs are also there that all these stocks are going to have a major reversal. When the time is done, you just have to sit through the dark times because there is always light at the other end. Remember, the stock market goes up way more than it goes down. If you're nervous, just hold. If it's a good company or you think it's going to become a good company or it already is a good company, just fucking hold. If it's not a bullshit company that just goes down forever, then you know you're in decent hands at some point. Keep buying, lower that average. You don't have to put, if you don't have much money, like, I know how it feels, right? To not have much money and to try to invest in the stock market. But it's not a rat race. It's not a get rich quick scheme. You gotta have patience. And I'm doing the work for you, right? And all you gotta do is just put the money in and wait, right? For those of you that don't do analysis. For those of you that do analysis, you're doing God's work. Because yeah, the algos do trade the market and it is a corrupt system. But again, as I've said before, you need to learn that corrupt system. You need to learn that algo. And you need to go out there. You need to grab it by the goddamn balls. Stop being afraid of capitalism, guys. Yeah, there's some dark shit in capitalism, but it's the best system we have right now. And you have to take advantage. And there's ways that you can take advantage just like those other people. And there's ways that they can take advantage that you'll in ways you'll never have. But you just gotta know what the hell you're doing. And you gotta have patience. Because so did they. They had patience as well. I mean, listen, a lot of them came from generational wealth, but the ones that didn't come from generational wealth had patience. Their time came. I've been saying for 2 years that I was going to build this channel. I had patience. I had hard times in my life, became homeless, came back up multiple times, but not in the past 2 years, only once. Came back up, feel like I'm in a very comfortable position now to start my channel, and I did. And why? Because I had patience. I kept going, I had dedication, I stuck with it, I had patience. And I do that with the market. I do that with everything in life, really. I don't like giving up, but I'm also ADHD, so I give up rather quickly. But in the long run, I don't give up. You know what I mean? I might give up in the short term, but in the long term, I'm gonna make sure I complete something because as just a man, I'm very competitive. Not to say women aren't, right? But generally, men are extremely competitive against each other. I guess women are too, because all women hate each other. Men don't hate each other. We're just competitive in a manly way. But when women are competitive, I just feel like fists are going to be thrown at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like some hair is going to be grabbed, something's going to happen. But like with man, it's just like even two angry men can just talk it out, shake hands at the end, and walk away. Doesn't always end that way, but it can end that way more so than two women. It's interesting how that happens. I don't know how we got into this weird conversation about this. We've been done for a long time, guys. So I want to thank you guys for holding out for this long. I was just rambling on at the end there. But you guys kind of see what's happening. Right now we're just bearish and it's not like we're crashing or anything, right? This is just another dip in the market and we just got to wait it out. Sometimes it takes a long time. These things aren't linear. Look at this. Up, sideways, down, didn't touch bottom. Up, sideways, down, sideways. And that's what we're waiting for here. Waiting to cover that gap, waiting to go down and touch the damn bottom. Look, look, didn't touch, didn't touch, didn't touch. That if petty was a stock, it's every stock. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. All right, guys. I want to thank you very much for tuning in to this after market video. I plan on taking no more than 30 minutes. I have succeeded, sort of. I've gone over my 30-minute mark here now, but I'm ending the video. If you can, please give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you didn't like it. Can you please give me a sub if you like the video? And if you want to see more of it and make sure you get notified when the videos come out, just hit that notification bell, alright? Guys, thank you once again, and good luck tomorrow. Good luck for the last 30 minutes. But if you're in any one of those stocks I just mentioned, you might as well turn the market off and go to sleep. Ciao.